miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Off the option, here's Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Hurts. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams playing their 16th game of the regular season, and obviously for decades, that was the full season. But as we all know, a little strange, still one more game to go next week.
Yeah, Brandon, I think we're both interested to see how things play out next week because we know their division titles and wild card spots up for grabs. So those teams, no doubt, they'll be all in. But how would you like to go in front of a team that's 3-13 and say, okay, guys, one more time, let's go get them. If we win, it benefits someone else.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. Kind of an odd schedule this year. These two teams getting their 2 games in very late in the season. Their first meeting just a few weeks ago, back in Week 15, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Play action now. Mariota dancing to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Mariota. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. for as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Man, this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff. They have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hurts. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Brings up 2nd and 2. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. David Montgomery with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Mariota's throw taken in by Samuel. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now left side on the swing pass, and he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
These two teams all tied after one. On play action, Mariota. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. Well, this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. Hurts throw there taken in by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
What is that?
From just shy of midfield, Hurts. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that. But I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Touchdown! Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott Good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running with Montgomery from the pistol. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Real? Is there?
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Elliott Good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
That boy went all in for the run.
Washington 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially.
Online, you gotta
at the
have
21.
it's a season. It's just an online franchise. You just send your friends the invite.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
With online franchises, you gotta have enough. You gotta send your friends the invite.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
No, the other question.
On first down, right back to Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Mariota steps away to his left. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete.
I mean, how ain't you got friends, my G?
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Mariota. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught.
Come on, Wallace. I should have tried to pick it.
Touchdown, Washington.
Good pass.
De'Ami Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying
How he a superstar and he only got 2 touchdowns?
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
That's just ridiculous.
Here in the 2nd quarter.
And Montgomery ain't no superstar yet. That's just crazy.
The teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the scores.
Uh-oh, no he didn't.
This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late.
Excuse me.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Montez Sweat racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
That's bullshit anyway, my nigga. Mariota's not doing that. Fuck out of here.
Analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation.
Whoa.
Run and punt the football or try and take your shot.
That almost backfired on me.
They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. 39 yards on
Come
the
on,
punt,
ref.
just 2 on the return.
Come on, ref.
And the Eagles will have great starting field
Come on,
position
ref.
here as they take over. On first down, it's Montgomery.
Open hole.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
On first down, Hurts. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Hurts. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
Might have been a touchdown, though.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Mariota. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Here's Hurts to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. It's 29. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. Montgomery just unable to twist free as they hit him short of the line to gain. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. He'll look to throw. Able to complete this to Chenault. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Let's go. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Six yards left on 2nd down. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Laviska Shenault with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Elliott Good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A huge play there for Washington.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A quick throw into the hands of Rager. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. They'll get this out wide to Scott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On 1st down, it's Montgomery. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Off the option, here's Montgomery. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Read option, here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to 4th down. Hurts. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the fourth quarter and going for it on fourth down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now back to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They go play action with Hurts. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the
Shut up, baby.
close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Mariota. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Fucking bullshit.
Washington. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath.
Shut up, baby.
So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. The kick by Elliott is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's a second down. To throw, Mariota gets this to Gibson. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't.
What's up, nigga? What's you ready? You ready, man? He said, "What's up, baby?" I don't see how I'm 1-2. I don't see how I'm 1-2. I really don't. I really don't. I really don't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I took one on the chin, you know what I mean? Maybe look, yeah, for sure. He ain't done a pick.
That's Urban's fault.
Yeah, Urban was he was trying to call plays, but Urban won't let me.
I'm so bored. I'm so bored.
I'm gonna,
What's your favorite player?